Hello, Mr. B. Today, I'm going to show you how to build a honeycomb house. To start us off, here are the materials we're going to use. If you'd like to pause the video so you can take note of what we are using, go ahead. Then we're going to continue on with the build. Next, we're going to build up our first frame. So we're going to take our beehive, we're going to place it right here with the stripped oak wood on either side, so it's a 3 wide gap. Then we're going to come off to the side, build up with an upside down stair, regular stair, upside down stair, and then we're going to take this exact same pattern here and build it up. So stripped oak wood, beehive, stripped oak wood, and then we're going to continue this pattern until it is a full circle. Next, we're going to build the second part of the frame. We're going to come off of this beehive and it's going to connect up to this one, so we'll come on over with a stripped oak wood block with a upside down stair, regular stair, upside down stair, building up with the stripped oak wood, beehive, stripped oak wood, you guessed it, regular stair, upside down stair, regular stair, and we're going to keep this going until it connects up. With that done, it should look something like this. And then to finish off the front, we're going to add a third ring connecting this beehive here all the way down. It's going to kind of meet up here in the center. This will be the full center of the build. So we're going to come on over here and do the same kind of idea, building off with the stripped oak wood and the oak stairs, building down like so. Beehive in the middle. I just love the design of that right there. Building down, and essentially this part is going to be the exact same as the one over there, but there will be a little bit of a gap in between, but that is just fine. That should something like this. And what I like to do is come on in and turn this one around, so then it should look like this. Then you're going to take this whole design and you're going to copy it 11 blocks back from there, and then we can start filling in the walls and everything else for the base. Next, we're going to grab our honeycomb blocks and we're going to come to the back and fill in these spots so that way there is no gaps behind these stairs, and then we're going to build it up just like so. And basically we're going to follow the shape of this whole build just like this, and then we're going to just kind of wrap it around and stretch it all the way back. So I'll show you guys what that looks like when I'm done. With all of the honeycomb blocks in place, it should look something like this, resembling a little bit of the redstone or gunpowder shape, or a little bit of the honeycomb shape as well. I think this looks really good. We're going to go through and texture this with a bunch of different blocks, so don't worry, it's not going to look just like this. Then we can come on in and do the floor. I like to use a combination of oak planks and stripped oak wood as well to kind of resemble what the outside is, but just to kind of give it a little bit more texture. But you can do whatever blocks you want. This is just what I think looks really good with the yellow on the honeycomb and pops off really well. Then we can come on to the front and I'm going to build our little step way up. I'm going to take a oak slab. I know that says petrified oak slab. You can use, again, whatever you want, but I want to use that. And then actually we're going to take out this stair, and this stair, and turn these sideways. And then we'll throw the slab in like so. So it has a little bit of a lip, and we can still see that honeycomb or beehive right there. I'm going to do this on all 4 spots up front, just like so. Then we can grab our yellow stained glass and we're just going to fill in all the way across. I'm going to leave a gap here for a door, and then we'll come on in and texture this as well by just using the yellow stained glass as a base. Looks really good, shows everything off with a nice color, and it sticks with our bee/honey kind of theme that we're going for with this build. And when the yellow stained glass is in place, it should look like this on both sides. And if you would like to, you can come on in and texture this with some honey blocks. You do not have to, but I love that the honey blocks have a little bit of transparency, and they just, again, fit the theme of bees and honeycomb as we're going through this build, and it just adds a little bit more texture and detail. So go ahead, use whatever kind of blocks you want for texturing the glass. You don't have to do this, but I think honey blocks look really good when doing this. And this next part is completely optional, but I like to add a little bit of a chimney since this is a starter base, and it just makes it look a little bit more homey. So we're going to come on to this stair here and go 1, 2, 3 in, and then put a block right here, building up as far as you would like. Let's go right there. We're going to put a campfire on top and wrap this thing in spruce trapdoors, just like so, to give it a little bit of a chimney. If you want to add more spruce trapdoors and add a hay bale underneath to make the smoke go higher, you can, but again, this part is completely optional. Then we can grab our texture blocks and go ahead and start throwing these in. Now, I didn't have yellow concrete on the list, but you sure can use it because it adds a little bit of a different contrast with the honeycomb, but you don't have to. I'm going to throw it in there for now. But the nice thing about the beehives, the bee nests, sorry, is that they have different textures all around, and you can change it without having the holes in the front. So if you want it to look like it has some bees living in there, you can sure do that. But go ahead and texture this in any way you want. I'm going to use the yellow wool, bee nests, and a little bit of the yellow concrete. Now, if you decided to texture your build, it could look something like this, just everything kind of dotted around. And you wanted to even do a gradient from the darker blocks going all the way up, you definitely could do that. I think that would look really cool, but I'm really happy with how this has turned out so far. Then we can come on in and start adding our doors. I like to always use upside down stairs to add a little bit of depth to the build, and we're going to throw our oak doors in like so, and then we can start decorating the outside with all the foliage that we want and do any other little bits that we want to add. And after decorating, the base is done. I added a little bit of an overhang with some campfires and some oak fences here with some materials out here so that we don't always have to go into our base. The vines are getting a little out of control, but kind of like it. It looks a little overgrown, and I think it fits the whole aesthetic of the bees. So I think I might keep it. Going inside the base, I did change it up a little bit. I decided to replace part of the floor with some grass and plant some plants, and we have our little bee friends hanging out with their bee nests right there so they can go in and out. I think we have 3. I'm not sure if one got stuck or anything like that, but he might be in there right now. And then we did a little bit of a storage system over here with just a furnace, blast furnace, and smoker for all of our cooking needs. And I added the bookshelves just to kind of add a little bit of extra detail. You could add some shelves or trophies of heads of mobs or anything like that. I think that would look just fine, but I think this looks pretty good. And then over on this side, we have our armor storage to display our yellow armor, iron, sorry, gold armor, not yellow, iron, leather, and netherite. I know this isn't really starter base-esque, but it would still work, and I just realized that this is not correct, so I had to fix that really before I did anything. And then I made a second floor out of spruce slabs that we use just a ladder to get up to have our enchanting area, because every base needs an enchanting area, and we could always decorate this even more if we wanted to. And then just a little bed setup with some extra storage behind it, because you can never have enough storage. And then my favorite little detail was adding these spore blossoms, because we get these little particle effects that fall down, and if we go down here, you guys probably noticed before that they continue through the slabs, and I think that just adds so much to the aesthetic of the build and just makes it look really good. But again, this is just an idea that I had with the build. If you wanted to do something different in here, go right ahead, create to your heart's content. But alright guys, that is all the time I have for today. If you guys like this video, smash that like button, hit that subscribe button if you want to see more, and always hit that bell so you know when videos are coming out. You can check me over on Twitch, where I am live streaming everything from Minecraft, Pokemon, trading cards, or even the Pokemon games or fan-made games. So come check us out over there and hang out. We are almost at our goal, at least at the time of this recording, to 150 followers. So let's get it going. But all the links to my social media are in the description down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Always remember, the most important thing is to be odd and wash your hands. Peace, guys.